In this video, I am going to talk about T-Mobile Money and uncover the fine print of their 4% interest program. Earn 4% interest. That is the headline that I saw when I received a marketing email on March 10, 2021. It definitely piqued my interest. Since that first email, I've seen the 4% interest feature covered several times in their follow-up emails as well as on their T-Mobile Money website. My first thought was, how is this even possible? No bank or credit union is paying that much in interest. My second question is, what is the catch? My third question is, what is in the fine print? I wanted to find out more, and I will reveal to you what I learned about it. I will also tell you if I ended up signing up with a T-Mobile Money account myself. First, a disclaimer. I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a banker, and I'm not a financial planner. What I'm going to present should not be considered to be legal, professional, or financial advice of any kind. If you need legal, financial, or professional advice, you should hire a knowledgeable professional to discuss your situation. I am only providing this as general information based on my personal research, experiences, and my opinions. This is not a sponsored video of any kind. I have no connections to T-Mobile or T-Mobile Money aside from the fact that I have been a longtime T-Mobile customer who ended up getting one of their marketing emails. And by virtue of that first marketing email, I got sucked down a rabbit hole in looking into this. So let's get to it. Let's get the answers that you want. So one important question that I had is, how is it that T-Mobile, a wireless communication company, suddenly getting into the banking business? Did they quietly buy up some banks, or did they simply start up a bank from scratch? It turns out that it's neither one of those scenarios that I thought of. Based on my research, based on my digging into the T-Mobile Money website, as well as doing online research, this is what I found out. T-Mobile answers my question through one of their answers. The answer says, we have partnered with BankMobile, a division of Customers Bank, a leading digital bank, for all banking services, including customer support. A distinct banking customer service team of T-Mobile Money specialists managed by our partner will handle all T-Mobile Money account inquiries, except for user ID and password related inquiries, which can be handled by T-Mobile Care. T-Mobile Money accounts are held at BankMobile, a division of Customers Bank, member FDIC. These are very important statements that they made because it gave me a trail to follow. Essentially, T-Mobile appears to be a banking brand. The true underlying bank that is underwriting this operation is Customers Bank, which has several brick-and-mortar branches in Pennsylvania. In the FAQ section of the T-Mobile website, one of the answers provides this as an answer. You will find us under Customers Bank, whose FDIC certificate number is 34444. T-Mobile Money accounts are held at BankMobile, a division of Customers Bank, member FDIC. So that is the true entity behind the T-Mobile Money operation. Now, I did take it a step further. I wanted to know more about bankmobile.com that they referenced. I went to the BankMobile website and saw on the web page footer that BankMobile is a division of Customers Bank. So it's consistent with the information on the T-Mobile Money website. I then visited the FDIC website to look up Customers Bank. I'm happy to report that the FDIC did list Customers Bank as a member of the FDIC with a certificate that matched the number that T-Mobile Money website provided. And when you click further into the bank information of the FDIC entry for Customers Bank, you will find multiple brick-and-mortar locations throughout Pennsylvania. I also jumped over to the Customers Bank website to take a peek at it. By everything I've seen, Customers Bank appears to be the real deal. Now, I want to be careful. As I make this video, I'm in Georgia, so I don't have any direct access to any branch in Pennsylvania, nor do I know anybody in Pennsylvania. And I'm not giving an official endorsement of Customers Bank or T-Mobile Money. All I'm saying is that everything seems to check out based on my online research. Now, there's something important that you need to know. There are many T-Mobile stores throughout the U.S. that cater to retail customers that come in to buy phones and sign up for cell phone plans. Those T-Mobile stores didn't suddenly become banking branches of T-Mobile Money. The FAQ section of T-Mobile Money website makes clear of this. They don't want anybody to be confused and walk into a T-Mobile store expecting that there's going to be banking personnel to take care of their money and financial situation. So when we talk about T-Mobile Money, we need to think about them as an online bank only. Now, the whole idea of T-Mobile Money and it being a digital operation means that you have an app on your phone. If you have the T-Mobile app on your phone, you should be able to conduct most transactions that you will need to do. And if you sign up for T-Mobile Money, you will also be provided a debit card, which will allow you access to a network of ATMs throughout the U.S. Now, let's get to the 4% interest that T-Mobile Money is claiming to pay. How is it that T-Mobile Money can pay 4% interest when no other bank or credit union I've ever heard has come anywhere near close to paying that amount? Again, we're going to look at the fine print. The fine print can be found on the bottom of the home page of the T-Mobile Money website. And this is what it says. As a T-Mobile Money customer, you earn 4% annual percentage yield on balances up to and including $3,000 in your checking account per month. So that's an important point. You're only getting 4% interest on the first $3,000. On this particular fine print, it also lists you have to be enrolled in a qualifying T-Mobile postpaid wireless plan. Number 2, you have to be registered for perks with your T-Mobile ID. And number 3, which is an important point, at least 10 qualifying purchases using your T-Mobile Money card have posted to your checking account before the last business day of the month. Not the last calendar day of the month, the last business day of the month. Qualifying purchases posting on or after the last business day of the month count toward the next month's qualifying purchases. It goes on to say, if you meet this purchase requirement in a given month, we will pay you this benefit in the subsequent month as an added value provided all other requirements are met. In order to incentivize people on this 4% interest, as you transfer money into the account, they will pay you 4% interest for that month in which you're ramping up. If you go further down the fine print, you will also see that any monies in excess of $3,000, you will be paid 1% interest. They do go on to say that if you don't make your 10 qualifying transactions per month, at the very least, you're going to get your 1% interest for the money that you have in your account. So as a quick review, the 4% interest that's being touted so loudly is being capped out at the first $3,000. Anything in excess of $3,000, you're getting 1% interest. And if you're comparing the T-Mobile account versus most other credit union or bank accounts, you're going to find that 1% is still higher than most of what you will see anywhere else. But unfortunately, I do have a gripe. It turns out that some of the verbiage that they have listed in the fine print at the bottom of the home page is marketing speak. Unfortunately, some of this marketing speak spills over to one of the answers in the FAQ page. They make mention that you have to be a T-Mobile postpaid plan customer as well as having signed up for their T-Mobile perks as a requirement. This is not accurate. The reason it's not accurate is that if you go further into the FAQ sections, you will find 2 places which list the true requirements and acknowledge whether or not you actually have to be a T-Mobile customer. In this slide, it says you don't need a wireless plan with T-Mobile or Sprint to sign up for a T-Mobile Money account. You only need to meet the following requirements. To sign up for an account, you must be of legal age, have a U.S. government-issued ID or state-issued driver's license, have a social security number, have a street address within the U.S. and Puerto Rico. These requirements are largely the same as any bank or credit union I've ever run into. They encourage you to download and install the T-Mobile Money app, but it's not required. You can do this through your computer, like I did, through their website. Here goes another slide. Can anyone sign up for a T-Mobile Money account? The answer is practically identical to the previous slide. As long as you meet the requirements, you can sign up for a T-Mobile Money account. To sign up for an account, you must be of legal age, have a U.S. government-issued ID or state-issued driver's license ID, have a social security number, and have a street address within the U.S. and Puerto Rico. So, same answer twice, which clearly refutes the earlier marketing speak where you have to be a pre-existing T-Mobile postpaid customer and having signed up for their perks. Now, as a follower of businesses, I'm always curious, how does a company make money or benefit from what they do? How is T-Mobile making money off of this banking venture? First, there's the obvious branding benefit. At the moment, T-Mobile seems to be the only wireless communication company that has an affiliated banking operation. T-Mobile is creating some great PR by bragging about its 4% interest program. It gets people's attention. It certainly got my attention. It got my fiance's attention. And if you're not a T-Mobile customer, let's say you're with AT&T or Verizon, I am absolutely sure T-Mobile will be very tickled that you're going to have a T-Mobile debit card in your wallet. Every time you use that T-Mobile debit card, you can't escape the fact it's a T-Mobile card, even if you're using AT&T or Verizon. I think it's quite clever. But beyond the branding benefit, T-Mobile hopes to make money through merchant account transactions. Whether you're aware of this or not, every time you use your credit card or a debit card to make a purchase, the issuer of the card earns a transaction fee. It gets paid by the merchant in where you're spending the money. Over the course of time, they hope to make money through a larger volume of transactions. And that's why they're encouraging their 10 qualified transactions per month through their debit card. And for me and anyone else who happens to have a cashback card, you have to weigh the benefits of taking away 10 transactions from your cashback card and running it through the T-Mobile Money debit card to get the 4% interest. One thing you should remember is that 4% interest means it's 4% per year, not 4% per month. So when you divide 4% interest divided by 12 months, it works out to be 1/3% each month. However, big picture, I do think that T-Mobile Money will still win in the end. And the reason is that the interest savings rate is so horrible at credit unions and banks. 1% sounds very nice for people who have idle money simply sitting in savings accounts. And I'm sure there are some people, by virtue of goodwill, they will be encouraged to run their 10 transactions per month in order to get their piece of the 4% interest. There are many people who don't have cashback cards, and they will definitely benefit by following the T-Mobile Money qualified transactions plan. So I told you at the beginning of the video that I would let you know whether or not I would sign up for a T-Mobile Money account. Is it worthwhile for me to sign up? And the answer is I did sign up for a T-Mobile Money account. I was persuaded by the marketing speak, but that in itself got my attention. Ultimately, I'm a big believer in cultivating multiple banking relationships, and I've generally had good experiences with digital and online banking. There are some benefits that I've experienced where it beats brick and mortar operations, but that's a discussion for another time. Quite simply, I like having banking options. I don't like being dependent on any one or two banks for my overall banking service needs. If a bank or a credit union upsets me, I can close out an account and transfer my money elsewhere because I believe in having backup accounts. So I have signed up an account and I've transferred money into the account and I've earned my first set of 4% for making deposits during the first month. But where I go from here, I haven't fully decided. But I am very much interested in seeing how T-Mobile Money unfolds in the weeks and months to come. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. While you're at it, take a look at these videos that I've recommended for you, and I'll see you in my next video.